Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Deadfire with me, Break It Dawn. Let's capture ourselves a ghost ship. We'll bring Seraphim along for the quest, and then see if we can't summon the Floating Hangman. Maybe in deeper waters. And I am banking on us having to actually return the ship to Aldis to start the endgame. I'm hoping that once we capture the ship, we can keep it for ourselves for a while and enjoy it. But we'll see. Even if that's not the case, I can just reload. Speak the oath. The Engoliero do Espiers pulses in your grip, thrumming with power. It rattles in its sheath, and for the first time in 200 years, the blade is drawn free. You wield the sword as your voice echoes across the ocean, eerily rising in volume rather than fading. I know I have to read this at some point. Let's butcher it. Io guri di prodegere mat paladina med darkozi I uer iusti regli mea Aurelia darkozis eri guri chue liorero bon aimo I bafera epore peri chue mau dicenas or decenas diakis mi coverande. Maybe. White fog, cold as the grave, churns up from the sea. It swells up and over the sides of Aegis right as you hear the sound of a galleon approaching. The groaning of centuries rotted wood turns into the groaning of the undead. While the galleon flanks you, Lucia Ravon cuts you a look through the thick fog, her fleshless face lit by the flames burning her hollowed eye sockets. Then the Death Guard and her skeletal sailors are boarding your ship, coming for the sword, coming for you. Why are my crew going across to her ship? A group of rabid undead swarm for your ship. Then abruptly they halt, rippling as they part for their captain. With sure, heavy striking strides, Ravon approaches. She stops short, fiery eyes peering into you, burning through you. She reaches a skeletal hand for the sword. Lucia Ravon, I'm hereby commandeering your ship.
You wish to steal the Fumferus and the Engoliero do Espiers from my control? Insolent bag of flesh! The only way you shall step foot on this ship is as one of my crew.
I'm not giving up the sword.
You will relinquish it to me once I have vanquished your soul from your corpse.
Well, come on then. Silent, Ravon steps back. The undead surge forward, shouting battle cries as they clamber for your ship.
That looks complicated.
What's going on here? There we go.
That would be a no.
All right.
Like flogging a figurehead.
Go with cleaving stance here.
Futile.
Oh, why did he jump over there? Oh, looks like Coin Counter Foldus is a gold pack knight.
I think that's beyond me.
Not even close.
That dog won't hunt. Oh, thank
Alright, we hit some of our allies, but that's okay.
Oh? That looks...
Sorry, affected by gouging strikes. Don't need to hit her with it again. Drop one of these back here.
Futile.
Not sure I can. I'll reap what I...
Oh, we're not in control of him.
Seer mas me too, man.
So,
Got one foot.
Yeah?
That is unfortunate. Deactivated Sacred Immolation.
Moe, Ixie, Ona.
Trying to kill me?
It didn't work.
Take him down.
That's me.
Hitting.
Alright, starting to get across to our ship.
Another attack.
Alright, looks like we just defeated Ravon herself.
Me and you are about to mix. Moe, Ixie, Ona.
Another attack.
Get him out of there real quick.
Hey, watch it with that. Hey, that wasn't half bad.
Sure.
Another attack.
That's beyond me.
Let's take care of the mages.
So help me, I'm good and stuck. I reap what I sow.
Trying to kill me? It's wrong.
Happy to oblige.
Oh, I missed the right. I went straight into
What
the
now?
seat.
Time to separate. Chaff.
Anyway, it's currently stuck in place.
Not exactly my area of
Watch it!
expertise.
Oh, the gods, guide me.
All right.
Not fear. Oi,
That's it!
Might mess
think
him
I
up.
can pull that off.
Nice. With the last of the undead slain, the Floating Hangman is now yours for the taking. Standing at the helm of the Floating Hangman, you signal your boatswain to head out to sea. Wind rips through the tattered sails. Rotting wood groans as the ship picks up speed. Cool. I'll have to get a Nekataka to swap these out. Yeah, they definitely didn't optimize that. Okay. Alright, missing those two. Ragged sails. These sails are torn to the point of uselessness and hang on the mast like funerary shrouds. It's a mystery how they catch the wind, much less hold an approximate shape. In spite of appearances, they cling to their function with Death Guard's relentlessness. Change the color. Oh, we can't swap out for the Blackwood hull either. Interesting. Alright, well, I'm thinking about it. Let's head back to Nekataka and see if we can give the sword back to Isir. I do believe I promised to do so. And what is a gold-packed knight without his word? Also, is it still a quest item? It is, but we can also equip it. Legendary Cruel Blade. Cast Ghost Blades on kill. Calls a field of unearthly blades into existence, inflicting immediate slash or pierce damage and hobbling enemies in the area of effect. And Soul Devourer. Grants Soul Hunger, Sated Hunger. Soul Hunger. The Estok longs for souls. This gnawing hunger leeches power from the wielder until it is satiated. And Sated Hunger. Healing sates the hunger, granting temporary surges of power. Let's see how long it lasts for. Belonging to the royal family of Grand Valia, the Zestok's name roughly translates to the Devourer of Souls. It was brought to the Deadfire by Lucy Ravan, a Darkotsi paladin charged with protecting the blade. I subdued soul hunger. No longer hunger, being sated is less satisfying. And Ravenous Soul Devourer. The effect of hunger is greater, but the benefits of being sated are greater as well. Yeah, +3 difference versus a +2 difference. Blade Feast. Cast Ghost Blades on kill and returns health based on damage dealt. Is it just the damage dealt by Ghost Blades, or in general? Soul Blade. +10% damage is raw. Pretty solid. Too bad no one in my party uses Estox. I probably would have given it to Pallegina. Unfortunately, I can't do that anymore. The wind carries an unusual sound to your ears. A distant roar reaches you from across the water, raising the hair on the back of your neck. Tupac gapes. God's alive. Have yourself a look at that. Handsome Elium thrusts a finger into the air. It's a god's darn dragon. A massive winged reptile sweeps over Fawn Ferris, throwing the deck into shadow and setting the sails to billow and snap. Look alive or look dead, lads and lasses. Feodal barks. Roll the sails. Ready the powder for wedding. The dragon banks in the distance, cutting a line across the horizon, and you can just make out the figure of a rider upon its back. Wait and observe. Your crew scrambles across the deck as the beast's approach slows. The dragon stops above Fawn Ferris, the wind above its wings buffeting you as its rider peers down imperiously. She dismounts, slipping from the dragon's back and into thin air.
Watcher of Cadnua, if I might have a moment of your time.
Lengroth. So we fought and killed Lengroth in the first game, but they can reincarnate or pass their essence onto another host. Though her form is different from when you last met, you recognize the striking figure before you as the Archmage Lengroth. You were taller the last time I saw you.
The wheel has a way of shaving off a few inches.
Oh, so maybe they just go through the wheel as normal, but Lengroth has a way to retain her memories? So she's in a permanently awakened state.
I seek a truant member of the Circle of Archmagi, Maura. She sent rather cryptic word that she'd found something of cataclysmic potential in the Black Isles, something that could aid you in the fight against Aothas.
Well, she does seem a lot nicer this time around.
You've aided the Circle of Archmagi once before. We've found ourselves wondering if you might do so again.
Why doesn't the Circle of Archmagi ever solve these war-threatening crises?
Perhaps we solve more than you think. Perhaps we simply don't advertise to the common kith how often Aora comes to the brink of destruction.
Wait, who's Mara?
A Huana wizard, and a member of the Circle of Archmagi.
Lengroth gives you a pained expression.
She specializes in magic involving tentacles. It's a niche field.
He grimaces. Why would I want to help you? Well, she already explained this to us. Helping her might help us with the 700-foot tall problem. Why would I want to help you? There's a 700-foot tall problem that needs my attention.
I'd have thought self-preservation and the lure of knowledge would be enough to entice the famous Watcher. But if not, perhaps Maura is correct. Maybe there is something to the south that can be turned against Aothas. What if you can turn the tide?
Sounds great. When do we start?
As soon as you're able.
Lengroth frowns, her gaze turned to the horizon.
Maura's drive is frightening, foolhardy, and her love of the Deadfire uncompromising. If she's found some method of stopping Aothas, we must make sure she doesn't destroy Aora in an attempt to save her archipelago. I will await you in the Black Isles, a volcanic chain in the southeastern sea, due south of Tikawara. Don't tarry over long, Watcher.
As Lengroth steps from the railing, her dragon sweeps beneath her, catching her up. The great reptile's wings dig into the air, and it rapidly recedes towards the horizon, Lengroth seated steadily on its back. Handsome Elium looks to you. Ready to chart a course when you are, Captain. All of the Unseen. Wasn't that maze dungeon? Yeah. Okay. Well, let's finish what we were doing. And we can worry about that later. Actually, I wonder if I can even give the sword back to Isir. Because you need the sword, well, I guess Lucy or Vaughn didn't need the sword to guide the ship. Sleight of hand and metaphysics for Seraphim. Alright, new stuff down here. Driving Echoes. Echo an ally's attacks with each of their soul's memories, granting them a significant penetration bonus, +8. Haunting Chains. Haunt the target's mind with dark memories of those they've lost and killed, terrifying and hobbling them. Death of 1,000 Cuts. Fracture the target's soul, cause them to receive raw damage over time. Shred spells used on this target will cause another fracture, dealing raw damage instantly and extending the duration of the effect. Interesting. Shared Nightmare. The Cypher's area of effect increases in size the more focus the Cypher has. And Protective Soul. When the Cypher is struck by a critical attack, he or she builds a protective barrier that prevents some damage until broken or fading naturally. Let's go with the Death of 1,000 Cuts and Protective Soul. Driving Echo sounds pretty good too. Now let's get Haunting Chains.
You go in first.
I did forget to swap out for Seraphim last episode when we dealt with Ferrante. I'm sure he would have had some good dialogue there. Especially if I had found that evidence to convict Ferrante of dealing with slavers before killing him.
How fares, brother?
I've come to return your sacred charge.
Takes a brave soul to relinquish such a rare and deadly weapon. I'm ready to resume ward in it then.
He outstretches a cadaverous arm.
If'n you're ready to relinquish it.
You know, Cap, and this be just a thought, but you could always not be doing that.
He grins, his lip curling over a cockeyed tooth.
It's a good sword and all, but maybe it's best not to owe Bareth any more favors.
I'm inclined to go with Adair's advice.
I warn ye, don't think you can keep both the weapon and your life. Not forever.
Relinquish the sword. It is yours to guard once more.
Bareth be thanked.
Isir accepts the heavy sword with a curt bow of his skull.
Connor, what are you seeking to...
How may I help?
I can't let him know that I killed Lucia? Well, now I have to decide which DLC I want to do first. I think I'm going to do the Forgotten Sanctum first. Because that seems like it's just a dungeon, where Seeker, Slayer, Survivor is an entire island. So, let's head that way. Alright, it's not going to let me do it that way. Let's do it this way. I probably should have resupplied. I'm sure we have stuff laying around. I meant to swap out my crew. Let's do that real quick. Not gonna worry about that right now. Interesting. Alright, let's throw everybody off real quick. Changing ships just kind of butchered everybody's jobs. Well, these are right. Cook, the navigator, the surgeon. He's a cannoneer. 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 Deckhand. 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 A helmsman. Where's my boatswain? I guess I didn't have one? None of them are really set for it. Also, I'm missing some crew members, like Copperhead. So I think we saw them get pulled over to this ship. So I think Copperhead, Luca was killed as well. I remember seeing Luca with a red name. Yeah, I think Lucia took some of my crew. We had to kill them as well. Alright, I'm going to call it here. Next time we'll sail for the Black Isles and enter the Hall of the Unseen again. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next one.